Hello, my friends. I have just finished watching the entire series of How I Met Your Mother, and I have a lot of thoughts and feelings, and I gotta get them out, and nobody else in my house has been watching it, so I just gotta talk to the people on the internet, because I have a lot to say. If you are planning to watch How I Met Your Mother and you don't know how it ends, don't watch this video because I'm gonna talk about how it ends. Can we start by talking about Tracy? I love Tracy. I'm obsessed with Tracy. She is amazing and adorable and kind and just like such a well-developed character, considering that she was only in the very last season, considering that the entire series was basically building up to her existence. I was pretty prepared to be disappointed. Like, I thought that they were gonna pull she's the same as Ted, she's just like a girl Ted, and that she wouldn't be very relatable or well developed, and actually she was awesome, and I loved every bit about her, and I want to be her when I grow up. So you can only imagine that in the last episode when she dies, I died inside a lot. Actually, I paused the Netflix, I put down my mozzarella stick, because that's what I was doing at the time. I was eating mozzarella sticks, and I wept. Just strongly let it all out. The whole series was leading up to that. They were only together for 10-ish years, maybe a couple more, I'm not sure there, but that's not very long. When he was like, and even when your mom got sick, I was still happy to be with her. I was just like, whew, I gotta calm myself. Barney and Robin's wedding. The first 19 episodes of the last season was their wedding, and that weekend leading up to their wedding, and then the next episode they're just divorced, just like that. On one hand, I see it. I see how that was kind of inevitable, but on the other hand, I kind of really believed that they could make it work. Like when they were talking to the Reverend and he passed away because they're such awful people. But I was also kind of like touched when she was saying that he's been with over 250 women and he decides that he wants to stay with me. That was touching in a horrific way. I guess it just wasn't enough, and that was just like disappointing and a little frustrating, but okay. Marshall and Lily, 3 kids, we all saw that coming. The majority of the last season was just them fighting and not being together, but I loved Daphne, by the way. She was awesome. I am a little bit glad that they brought up San Francisco one last time, because I felt like when they finished that whole bit back in season 4, I don't really remember, it wasn't that resolved. Like, that's a pretty big issue. I felt like there would still be more issues that they didn't really talk about or take care of. So like, I didn't really like them fighting, but I'm glad that they sort of cleared that up and really tied that up. And they're a cute family and stuff, and it's good that they stayed together forever. Marshall and Lily are goals. They've taught me that I wish I had a better name so that I could have a cute nickname like Marshmallow or Lily Pad. There's nothing that you can do with Rachel with that. Bummed at the end that Barney really didn't change. I kind of thought when he married Robin that he had actually changed, and I guess he sort of did with his baby, but at the same time, like, I think they made a strong point of not saying who the mother was so that nobody would be thinking, oh, he got married and finally settled down, because I don't think he ever really settled down. I think he just learned how to love outside of himself, which was good, but still like a little disappointed. They did a good job at tying everything up. I'm glad that they brought back the dogs with Robin, because I'd forgotten that she had a bunch of dogs, and how they kept Ranjit from like day 1 till the end. Love Ranjit. And then the end. Ted and Robin forever. I don't know. I really don't know, because as I mentioned before, I loved Tracy so much. I'm kind of weirded out with the kids talking at the end, because it was like, whoa, 9 seasons and you finally say something. But like, how they were like, oh, it's okay, go with Aunt Robin, you love her. And it's just kind of like, because I did not think that the whole story was just proving how much he loved Robin. I thought it was proving how awesome Tracy was, and like how much she grew from not loving Robin. I mean, the blue French horn, that was touching my heart. It was a nice full circle ending. Having said that, they couldn't have just done that in the first episode. Just tied it all together at the beginning. I mean, then there wouldn't be a series, but it was kind of like, really? We're back to where we started. I guess that's all I really wanted to say. So please discuss in the comments below with me, because I want to talk about it more. I really just only covered the last season. We could talk about so much more, and nobody wants to talk to me about this TV show, and I'm only 2 weeks into summer, and I've already finished my Netflix show. So if you have any recommendations, let me know, because I have a whole summer left. I've already finished this. I didn't just start it. Don't worry, I started in like March. So 9 seasons, 3 months. Little impressive if you ask me. Thanks for listening to me rant. I really just have a lot of feelings inside of me. She died so soon. Everything kind of fell apart, and when they weren't all together again, and it made me feel like we're all gonna grow up someday and grow apart from people, and all the feelings. So let me know what you think and how you feel if you are a How I Met Your Mother fan. I'll see you tomorrow.